Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It is your young lady, LAT, and today I get to share this podcast featuring my friend, Miss Young Lady, Noemi.
Yes, hello everybody.
What's up? So it's the weekend for you guys. I hope that you guys have been enjoying your weekend so far. So we got a hot topic we're going to talk about today. So the title is Meet You. And so basically we're talking about getting to know yourself, whatever that may look like for you. So I'm gonna let my girl dive in.
So right off the bat, you described your definition of, meet you. And I would just like to point out that I feel like that is different for everybody. I feel like everybody is in a different stage in their life where finding them might be, career oriented or, basing on the relationships. I think we should just really first identify what that means to you. Now for me, I feel like I'm doing pretty good. I feel like I understand my values and my morals, but on a good day, I get that, right? But it's challenging when you're not having a good week or a good day. But I think it's really important to, just remember that you are on this journey, and it's okay to maybe, get distracted and not know exactly who you are on a bad day. So yeah,
I like that. I like what you pointed out about, hey, it's basically everybody's story, and we're on a journey, right? And that's exactly why I chose this topic, is because everybody is on a different journey. And for me, at my current age, like, I am learning a new version of myself. Because you get to a point where you know yourself, and then something changed, right? Whether you, like you said, career change or the atmosphere changed, you relocate or anything like that, and you have to redefine,
and that's okay,
by adapting and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, at my age now, I'm literally just now getting to know a different version. And I am taking time to just like do some more self-care, which
things that you enjoy.
That goes with who I am. So I got a question.
Yes.
So you talked a little about your process, but what do you do? Like, how do you see yourself defining who you are? Like, how do you go about that?
I feel it's a little bit of the previous me and the me who I would like to become. Moving forward, I don't just forget who I was, right? That's still a part of me. But I think moving forward, I just kind of want to, like you said, redefine, or I'm trying to think of the good word, not really change who I am, but just kind of, what's the word? Kind of
rediscovering?
Yes, just make the good parts of myself better. And the things that I did not like, either try to work on it or just, overall just kind of, it's just is what it is, just kind of move forward and just make a better version of myself. On my day-to-day, like I kind of briefly mentioned it before, on a daily basis, I don't remember who I am, right? You kind of get stuck with work, you kind of get stuck with the daily, go-tos, your to-do list,
right?
But the time where I have that self-reflection is on the weekend. So I'm really happy that you invited me here on Saturday, because this is, a part of the time where I would, take the time to self-reflect. So I think it's really important to remember that, even though, let's say during the week, you might forget, just take that time to reevaluate and just recenter yourself.
Nice. Yep. I like that. So what do you do during your free time? Like, how do you take care of self?
So for me, I am trying to get better at it, but going to the gym, it's always been a part of me. I've always liked, being active, and it's just something about, a long day of work. Maybe you had a rough day or you were very frustrated. There's just something about going to the gym and just releasing that energy. I also, something as simple as taking a shower after the gym, going into my room, and then just putting on like a aroma diffuser. That helps me because I just like coming out of the shower. My room smells nice. My bed is made. I can do my self-care routine. So I have like 1,000,001 lotions and serums and all this sprays and all this stuff that helps me. That's stuff that I enjoy. I like midnight drives or late night drives, just listening to music. I like that. So it's just a kind of a whole compilation of all the little things that just makes me feel so much better about, if I'm going through something rough or not. So
nice. Cool. So I'm on the same path with you with that night drive. So I haven't taken one in a while. However,
maybe you should.
Yeah, it could be simple things like that, like night drive, you alone. That's that, that self time.
Nobody's judging you. It's just you and your thoughts. You have time to kind of just unpack those thoughts, right?
Right.
Yeah. So I think for your listeners, I think it's very important to take that time to self-reflect because, like I mentioned so many times already, it's hard to remember who you are when it's very busy and there's just a lot going on. If you have a moment to just sit back and reflect and just decompress, take that time and don't feel selfish, right? You deserve that time. Everybody deserves that time. You just have to realize that it's okay not to have that time sometimes, but when you do, just take advantage of that. Yeah, I think everybody just needs to really just chill out,
Chill out.
So what about you? Like, what do you, besides podcasting, what do you do that helps you remember who you are?
So, I'm in a process of kind of, like I said, like I'm redefining who I am. And so with that, I'm kind of like trying to discover new things that I like.
Right. So it's not something that you knew already pre-existed. It's just you're trying to get into new things and, just do different things, have fun.
Yeah.
So what is something that you would like to do that you haven't had the chance to do yet?
I literally want to try dog slaying. I think that's right.
Dog slaying? She's not gonna slay no dog.
So yeah.
No. I think that's something that you can get into. It is starting to warm up where we are, but there might be a couple of snowstorms coming here and there. So that's definitely something you could do.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to get into snowboarding. I haven't had the chance yet. I think I'm
never
too scared
tried
to.
She just got to do it.
There's just something about not being able to move your legs. You're just attached to this board. I don't know if I have the balance or I'll just tuck and roll.
That's funny. That's funny you said that because I used to be afraid to get on swings. And I think I still am because once it goes and it's swinging back and forth, I feel like I'm losing control and I'm like, get me off this swing. I wasn't that kid that was like, hey, I want to go get on the swing. Maybe for a little while, but once somebody start pushing me, I'm just like, nope, that's it. I'm out.
Okay, so that came to my attention. So would you say that mentality is something that you apply to aspects in your life? Like you said, you were scared of swings because you basically didn't have control, right? Is that something that you feel like you still hold on to in your life?
I would say in some areas, especially relational, right? Because losing, just becoming vulnerable,
right,
is like it's not a trick, but it's almost like difficult. It's in your head. In my head, it makes me feel like, man, like I don't know. I can give a little bit, but if I give more, then what am I going to get in return? Like, you know, like, am I going to get rejected?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, am I going to have because nobody wants to get hurt.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I think that mentality is okay to have. It's just, you know, challenging yourself and just kind of going out of your comfort zone. I think that's a part of learning who you are. You can't know what you do or do not like unless you do put yourself in these situations where you might be comfortable or uncomfortable. So I think everybody can take from that, you know, I know once I'm uncomfortable, I'm done. I just want to kind of like brush my hands off and like say I'm good and I just walk away. But you can't do that all the time. There are certain situations where you have to see through. And I think we should see all situations through, no matter how simple or how complex. It's a part of, you know, discovering who you are. You're going to learn a lesson or you're just going to keep it pushing, you know? So I think everybody should challenge themselves in a way where, you know, unfortunately you do have to be uncomfortable, but that's just a part of the journey.
I'm proud of you though. I would say, because you we went on a singles retreat and you literally was kind of closed-minded going in. You're like, yo, no, I don't know these people. I'm gonna stick with you. You know, let's roll here, there, whatever. But you kind of opened up, and I mean, dog, you were more talkative than me. I was like, you know this is awkward for me, but
yeah, you know what it is for me? I am very independent, right? I like to do what I want to do when I want to do it, right? That's just how I am. I have this routine. I go to work, I come back, and I have this time to decompress. I give myself that time. So when I go to these events where I do have to be social, I have to kind of prepare myself. And I think the anticipation leading up to this event is what is my downfall. This could be any event, right? It could be a social outing. It could be going to a party, a club, whatever, just a restaurant, right? It's just that anticipation of preparing to be socialized or to be social, right?
Yeah.
That's what is my downfall, but I am trying to put myself in these situations where I do have to be social. I don't have a choice but to be social, right? And I pretty much do good when I am in those social situations.
I agree.
It's just that anticipation and that mental, you know, I kind of mentally trick myself before I get there. But thank you. I'm definitely working on that.
It's two things that I heard that you had me to think about is how you say you have to mentally prepare yourself. And so what I used to do, and I feel like I still do it, is it's almost like acting, right? You have different roles that you have to play. And so growing up during teenage, because when I was young, but once I started getting in my 20s and stuff like that, I started thinking, you know what? If I got a responsibility, or if it's something that, hey, a friend asked me to do and I already agreed, it's no coming out of it. So what do I do? Well, I have that mentality where I'll sit up here and think about what role do I have to, you know, what hat do I have to wear today? And if I'm going to a speaking event, I'm going to put on, I'm going to still be nervous as heck and be like, yo, at the last minute, I don't think I could do this.
Right, you kind of have to fake it till you make it. And let me tell you, that's my motto. Fake it until you make it. So many times, right, I tell myself, you know, I don't want to do this. I don't want to be here. I don't want to talk to this person. I don't want to deal with this situation right now. I have so many other things I can do. But that's literally my motto, because daily I tell myself, fake it until you make it. You might not want to be here, you might not want to do this, but putting yourself in that situation either opens up a path for you that you didn't know was meant to be there, or, you know, just something else. And more times than not, I just opened up a path for myself. I am definitely, I don't give myself enough credit where it's due, but I definitely, being that I do put myself in these uncomfortable situations, I definitely opened up this path for myself. So I'm definitely happy to say that as uncomfortable as it might be, it definitely helps me in the long run. And I can say that it pretty much applies to every aspect of my life.
Right. So audience listeners, if you wonder why I'm not tapping in on all comments of her, so we're actually having like this ladies
Yes.
day, like she said, of realization and stuff, which is part of our, hey, we're in the process of this self-care and everything. So we're actually preparing a meal as we do this. So if we space out, is because we do not want to burn the food. So
and I will say, you know, it's difficult to have these conversations, right? You think you know what you want to say, but as you're saying it, you kind of open up your mind to different possibilities, right? So when I'm speaking about what I want to say, it's like, well, am I sure? Is this what I want to say? So it's kind of a process of me unpacking my thoughts, because I usually don't take the time to unpack those thoughts verbally, right? And I think it's important to have these verbal conversations with anybody that you trust, so your friend, your family, your partner, you know, whoever, your dog, whoever. As long as you're unpacking these thoughts verbally, it kind of helps you just realize where you are, because when you verbally say something, yeah, sometimes you're not thinking. Those are the raw thoughts and ideas that you're having coming out. So it's important to have those verbal conversations. So excuse me for being scatterbrained and all this stuff. It's the process of me unpacking.
You're good. So I'm gonna kind of gear back to the meet you topic, right? So we're not off topic, we're just going with the flow. But so what helped you? You said you're already kind of comfortable with, hey, I know who I am, you know, type deal, which I know who I am, but I feel like you get to a different, even in different ages, like you get to a point where it's like, I found something new out that I like to do, or something, you know, new about myself, like what I don't like, you know what I'm saying? Even when it comes to like relational, like you may not like something anymore and you may have to switch that. So where would you say, or what made you feel like you've identified, like what was your milestone to say, hey, you know what, I feel very comfortable and I know who I am now?
I think it's me realizing that I'm being open-minded, having the idea of, you know, at first let me tell you, I was so scared to say what was on my mind, to say what I liked or did not like. I'm in a relationship right now, and I will say that before, you know, when we were in the process of getting to know each other, I told my partner straight up what I did or did not like. So me verbally explaining this to a different person, it made me realize, okay, you know what? This is who I am. This is what I like. And being open-minded made me realize that, let's say he could not, you know, agree with that, I was willing and okay to say, this is what I liked and this is what I did not like. And my partner will tell you straight up, I told him straight up who I was, and that helped me realize, okay, you know what, this is who I am.
And that's good. That's good. Yo, I'm glad you mentioned that, and you've been in a relationship and stuff, because like of course, I'm on this single journey, and I'm now finally with me trying to rediscover myself, or at least discover myself within the new atmosphere and environment. That's so funny, because I feel like I'm now just embracing the single journey. Right? I'm just now being okay with saying, hey, you know what? I need to do some self-reflect. I need to build myself and refocus, because one thing I know is, if you don't know yourself, it's hard going in a relationship, because now you're lost. You don't even know who you're, you know, who are you giving us, you know, who are you to be dating me? And I don't, you know, so that's something I'm embracing. So y'all stay strong out there, single women and men.
I will say, before my partner, I was single, and I took the time, I got real familiar with being alone and being okay with who I was. So that's why I was so okay with just talking about what I liked and what I did not like.
That's why we vibe, though. Yeah, okay, like we do that.
Yeah, the single period is so important, because it makes you realize, you know, this is who I am, right? And yeah, everybody goes through it. Everybody's single one time in their life.
And I feel like that's another thing. A lot of people don't embrace the single life because they're
it's a part
afraid
of their journey.
Yeah, but they're afraid of getting to know themselves because they're afraid to be alone in those dark spots with those dark thoughts or whatever. And but it's okay. Like, I'm embracing it, you guys. Yes, it's not easy, but and it's new, but it's getting to know you, and that's why it's like it's so important to get to know you so that you can come into a relationship, and I'm sure you can, vouch for it, but you can come with that assurance so that you can know if someone's there to help better you or if they're like actually pulling from you.
Yeah.
If you want to speak on that.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. It's very important to not be afraid of that alone time that you have, because that alone time is very valuable. Everybody goes about their business and goes about their day and doesn't take that time to, evaluate where they are in their life. And do not be scared of that alone time. It's very important. Definitely when you have that alone time, please take that time to just kind of put your seatbelt on and go for the ride, because it's scary, but it is also exciting, because you might like what you find, right? It might be intimidating, but that doesn't mean not to take advantage and just go with the flow.
Yeah, because I'm enjoying being alone. Sometimes I like the quiet. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay. And there's some days where I'm just like, dang, I wish I had a significant other, especially around the holidays.
Yeah.
Who wants to keep going home and you're alone? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody else got their significant other and everything, and you're just kind of like, but I will say it's good because you're like, I'm doing me. I'm bettering myself. It's an opportunity to grow, to actually self-improve and everything like that. So
it definitely is. We definitely hit a lot of important factors in this conversation.
Yeah, definitely. No lie.
It was very fun though.
Yeah, so we thank you guys for tuning in. There may be a part 2. We're not really sure yet. We shall see.
We're just kind of go with the flow type of chicks.
Right. But I will speak, like, I am very grateful I met her, and we've had like some good times. She seen me at my worst medically and everything. I don't know, I was on medicine. I was like, Christy, but
I think our next video should be just kind of like more about you, the host of this whole podcast, because I'm sure your audience would like to know, and just how we met and how it helped us in our journeys. I think that would be cool to speak on, but we'll see.
So we may do a part 2. Tune in. We may finish up and do a part 2 today. Just be on the lookout. But we do want to thank you guys for being great listeners, supporters, and I do be effing up her name though. Like, I be messing her name up. I don't, excuse me saying that, but yeah, I be messing her name up. So anyway, I really want to say, y'all stay encouraged out there, stay motivated, stay positive, as I always say. Don't forget to smile, and make sure you share that smile with someone else, and take time for you this weekend. Enjoy where we are. It's really beautiful, sunny, and we don't get many days like this. So embrace what you have and the time you have right now. But follow me on blueteabutterfly.wordpress.com for all blogs, and also you'll be able to access links to all of my different social medias and avenues. I appreciate your time, young lady. Noemi. There we go. Noemi. So I always say Noemi, but I said with the A. So
she says no, mammy.
Okay, well, so that was like one time maybe. But thanks for being here. Definitely, y'all, we about to enjoy some stuff, vegan version bell peppers. So we about to chillax, and again, just look out for a part 2. But we appreciate you guys. You guys stay tuned. I love you guys. Thank you for your support. Stay encouraged, and it's your young lady, LAT, LJ out.